This is Not the Onion. I don't know why I did that. For dramatic effect. Yeah, so these are real stories because the world's batshit crazy right now. And not satire. Nope, not satire. So let's jump into the insanity of real life articles of things that are happening right now in the world.
You're watching SteampunkFerretPresents.
A mayor ordered police to crack down on social gatherings. They found his wife at a bar. A mayor in Illinois pleaded with residents last week to follow the state's stay-at-home order. After officers reported that people were continuing to defy the rules, the mayor said he had directed the city's police department to use its discretion in ordering citations and arrests. Less than 48 hours later, police broke up a gathering at Hiram's Tavern in downtown Alton, and among the attendants, the mayor's wife. Stay at home, people! Even if you're married to the mayor. Especially if you're married to the mayor. Lead by example. A zoo has been trying to get two pandas to mate for 10 years. When coronavirus shut the zoo down, the pandas finally did it. They just wanted some privacy. I'm going to skip over certain articles that are under r/NotTheOnion. There are articles that are about people who had called the coronavirus a hoax and talked about it being hysteria and all that stuff who later died. And there's several articles that are like that. I'm just going to mention them right now, but I'm not going to cover them because, no. A nurse bought protective supplies for her colleagues using GoFundMe, and the hospital suspended her? Seriously? Yeah, seriously. It's been covered by several different news outlets. Wow. A nurse bought protective supplies for her colleagues using GoFundMe and the hospital suspended her. Olga Matviskaya, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and her fellow intensive care nurses at Newark Beth Israel Medical Center in New Jersey were so desperate for gowns and masks to protect themselves from the coronavirus that they turned to the online fundraising site GoFundMe to raise money. The donations flowed in, more than $12,000, and Matviskaya, I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that, used some of them to buy about 500 masks, 4,000 shoe covers, and 150 jumpsuits. She and her colleagues at the hospital celebrated protecting themselves and their patients from the spread of the virus, but rather than thanking the staff, hospital administrators on Saturday suspended her for distributing unauthorized protective gear. Why? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and you're going to suspend a nurse during all of this. I've seen nurses using trash bags and making, just makeshift protective gear, all over the place. There's pictures of them everywhere. But this is unauthorized and worthy of being suspended? Seems stupid. But hey, rules be rules, right? I honestly don't know the logic of it, but I mean, other nurses and people out there that might watch this and see this and go like, of course they got suspended. I don't know why, but if there's an actual logical reason, okay, but, oh, for God's sakes. Pharma bro Martin Shkreli wants released from prison to help fight COVID-19. Are you shitting me? For those who don't remember, Martin Shkreli, he's the guy that jacked up the price of the AIDS medication like 600% and made it unaffordable for poor people. What is he known for? He's best known for raising the price of an AIDS drug by 5,000%. Okay, I give him a little credit. When he was chief executive of Turin Pharmaceuticals, was convicted last August of defrauding his investors. Yeah, so he has just requested release from prison so he can help research coronavirus drugs. Man caught with rucksack of cannabis tells police, "I'm buying in bulk due to the lockdown." It's only logical, right? He's being responsible. Frenchman rescued from mountains after breaking quarantine to buy cigarettes. The hell did he go to buy cigarettes? One man decided to break quarantine and try to cross the border into Spain in search of cheap cigarettes. Oh. Didn't end well. Obviously not. He got lost and had to be rescued by the French Mountain Rescue Service, a spokesman for the service told CNN. He was exhausted, shivering, and lost, and dying for some nicotine. Did somebody give him a cigarette, at least? UK mobile carriers politely ask people to stop burning 5G towers, please. Could you please stop it? They're not causing the coronavirus. They're not. Stop it. The Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy have been deemed essential services by Jacinda Ardern. I believe she's the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Just to make it clear to all the kids out there, the Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy have both been deemed essential services. Just so you know. In Monday's press conference, the Prime Minister clarified that the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy are essential workers delivering essential services and, as such, continue to operate throughout the alert level 4 lockdown. And I'm back, and I've been fighting a migraine, so let's try to continue this, and hopefully I'll get some nice, happy, fun, real stories that doesn't aggravate the headache. Here's hoping. Republican Wisconsin Assembly Speaker wears protective gear while telling voters they are incredibly safe to go out. No, it's perfectly safe to go out and vote right now. Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the mask. Everything's great. Everything's grand. Yeah, go ahead. Go out there and expose yourself to everything because you're good. You're incredibly safe. Yeah, are we clear? Okay. God, would you watch? Just hose me down. It's been out here for too long. We're still alive. Fuck. I mean, everything's great. We're good. Stephen King is sorry you feel like you're stuck in a Stephen King novel. I keep having people say, gee, it's like we're living in a Stephen King story, he says. And my only response to that is, I'm sorry. Thank you, Stephen King, for that. Boom. Wardrobe. I'm magic. Unlike these people. Police in Czech Republic tell nudists to wear face masks. Told them they didn't need to get dressed, they just had to wear a face mask. Makes perfect sense. Driver caught doing 130 miles per hour. Let me try that again. Driver caught doing 130 miles per hour claimed he was trying to avoid catching coronavirus. An officer stopped a driver who was speeding on the M25 at 130 miles per hour. His reply to why he was speeding was, I thought the faster I went, the less chance I would catch coronavirus. Driver reported to court. Hashtag slow down. Sacre bleu. Civilian accidentally ejected from French fighter jet during fly-along. Okay, this was from April of last year, but still. An unidentified 64-year-old passenger who does not belong to the French Ministry of Armed Forces sustained back injuries but was listed in stable condition. Recently shared on NotTheOnion, but apparently happened a year ago, and I hope this man recovered well. And finally, a hit-and-run suspect was found tied to a telephone pole at the scene of the alleged crime. Deputies say a man who struck a person with his vehicle and drove away was found hours later tied to a telephone pole at the scene of the crime. Yeah, sounds like they've got their own caped crusader, perhaps? I don't know, looks like he was beaten up pretty good. Maybe it was Deadpool. One way or another, do not commit a hit-and-run in Calaveras County and expect to get away with it. You will be found tied to a telephone pole at the scene of the crime. Just don't do it! Alright, well that's been some news of the weird, or some weird news that looks like it should have been an Onion article, but it wasn't because the world that we live in is weird now. It's always been weird, it's just kind of a different brand of weird now. But anyway, if you like that video, go ahead and click the like button, that would be awesome. If you like my stuff, go ahead and subscribe because that would also be awesome and you would be awesome. If you've got anything interesting you want me to see, any articles or stuff you want me to react to, any bizarre taxidermy, I'm still doing that video, email me at SteampunkFerretPresents@gmail.com right here, and it will most likely get included in the video, unless it's something really weird or gross. Yeah. And on that note, is there anything else I need to tell you guys? I don't think so. I don't know. Nope, that's it. Bye.